All right, YouTube, please don't let me be sideways. Please do not let me be sideways. Anybody in there coming through, preparing to go live over on Facebook with a prayer? I think we're good. I have no reason to believe. Oh, there's a message in there. Crenshaw in the house. All right. Sparky's on call. She is not a trained animal act. So it looks like I did it. Welcome, folks, to episode 18 of streaming live from my living room. As far as I can tell, I am not sideways in any format. I'm not 100% sure. There's always that 2-minute window of worry where if my wife appears like right over there, then something bad's happening. My babumsa is lighting up over there. Babumsa is code for Alexa, if you don't know. You're right over there, Alexa. It's just like thinking up shit. I guess maybe it feels bad for me. I don't really know. Anyway, if you're new to the stream, where you been? 18 episodes in. It's not stand-up comedy. I don't know what the hell it is. Thanks for tuning in. Hop in the chat. Say where you're watching from. Introduce yourself. But most importantly, send me some money, for crying out loud. I also, before we forget, there's a deeper sales pitch here, or it's actually more like begging. Big apologies to somebody on YouTube last week that I inadvertently called a troll because they hit me with a thumbs down on this video. I went nuts. I said, Mr. Fuck you, Mr. Thumbs Down Troll, because it's basically the support you folks have been giving me has been like, I can't even begin to tell you what it means to me. But there's some peckerhead, and that was rude of me too, that comes in and like to hit that thumbs down, and then they're fucking gone. And don't hate on them, don't troll on them, because I was thinking during these difficult times, if somehow that gives somebody pleasure, because they actually have to come in while we're live, right? We're live, so they must. If somebody looks forward to coming in when I'm live and sneaking in and hitting me with the thumbs down, and that somehow brings them joy, fuck them. Hit the thumbs down. And then I think I called them Mr. Thumbs Down, so I apologize. And also, I don't even know that it is a Mr. It could be Mrs. Thumbs Down, because like on Facebook, you can see who did this, whether that, or the smiley face, or the frowny face. But on YouTube, there's a little mystery there. And so I gotta kind of have some respect for somebody who logs in religiously Saturday night, and nobody's looking, and they go, right there, how about that? And then, I was thinking, so, I don't know if it's a man or a woman, so apologies to Mr. or Mrs. Thumbs Down. And then I started to think, it's a little bit presumptuous of me to assume that it's a Mr. or a Mrs. because it could be a transgender. So I'd like to apologize and welcome Mr. or Mrs. or transgender Thumbs Down. And then I started thinking, what if that person is dyslexic and they meant to hit a thumbs up, but it just came as a thumbs down? Now I'm really feel like a dick. So, welcome, Mr. or Mrs. or cross-gender and possibly dyslexic Thumbs Down. Welcome to the show. I appreciate it, because really it takes about 10 seconds to do that. Come in here and hit the thing. And over like the course of 18 episodes, that's 3 extra minutes of watching time that I need. I'm trying to get my YouTube watch hours up to like 4,000. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, Mr. or Mrs. or transgender and possibly dyslexic. Thumbs down. Appreciate that. So here we go. Back to the summer sucks for comedy. I gotta tell you some, if I sound nervous, I am. These things really get me fucking worked up, which is kind of as close to show business as these things get. And I forgot to do something over here, so we'll hit that with a boom. So I kind of sort of like that these things make me nervous and nuts because, again, this is a Summer Sucks for Comedy. Please donate if you can. Here's the way I look at it, man. There's a lot of people, the folks have been donating. Thank you. But I think sometimes folks won't throw in a dollar, two, or three because they figure, fuck it, it won't matter. Oh, yeah, it fucking matters. It lands on a big pile. That's what happens. They're looking at it this way. If we were at a real, actual show, and then afterwards, I said, would you buy me a beer? Fuck yeah, you'd buy me a beer. So, fuck it. Buy me a beer. $3. Fire that shit right in there. You buy a t-shirt. There's also mugs are up. The quarantine tour mugs. And pillows are coming because these are desperate times. Soon I'll be selling autographed beard hairs on eBay the way things are going here. But I really do appreciate you fuckers tuning in. A little behind the scenes thing here. This is a kind of a relaxing hour for me, even though I'm nuts and worked up because I can't look at my fucking phone because my iPhone is there and my iPad is there. And that's not the point of this. You're saying, hey, he said he wouldn't say shit that he said before, and he fucking said that before. Well, fuck you. That's not what this is about. See, what you don't know is that I invested some money way back in March when you fuckers were really generous with your donations in some streaming microphones. Had I known you fuckers would cheapen up on me like this, I never would have bought these fuckers, and I probably can sell them on eBay if we ever go back to normal. But that presented a new problem. The microphone for the iPhone and the iPad is not designed to go in where the case is. So I had to also buy cheap, shitty plastic cases for my iPhone and my iPad and cut the bottom panel away to plug the fucking microphone in, to put it in there, and also so it doesn't rip the fuck. The tripod holds those fuckers in there, and I don't want the fucking tripod to rip the motherfucking shit out of my iPhone and the time. So, what you don't know about your iPhone case is that they're not really designed to come on and off the phone a lot. You just get one until you fucking ruin it, and then you buy another one, and you pop that fucker out, and you put the new one on. But every week, I gotta take my devices out of their cases to put them in these fucking cheap plastic things. And if you don't know this, there's a specific way to take an iPhone out of its case where you accidentally call 911. It's a fucking crisis, emergency, someone's fucking killing me. I set it off like, you know how I stream sideways like 3-4 times? I set those fuckers off. 911, I'm called while setting up for this live stream at least 3 or 4 times now. It takes a while to ring. And so far, I know I got at least one ring before them fuckers pick up. But today was another close call. But if you're popping them cases in and out, look out. And then when I wrap this shit up and take these cases off later tonight, I have to go through all that happy horse shit again. So I hope like hell 911 doesn't show up here because it kind of would sort of be like an emergency. But anyway, that's your techno tip of the week. 2020, the year, has sucked. There's no two ways about it. This has been a fucking horrible year, and it seems like it keeps getting a little bit worse. I'm trying to make you feel better, but this is, even the little things are fucking me up. Last year, the spotted lanternfly, again, they're saying, he already told us about that. Not this. I didn't tell you about this. It was, everybody hates them, but it was the first pesty thing that we were actually allowed to kill, which I was very entertained by. In fact, they encouraged us to kill them, and you were encouraged to kill them wherever you saw them. You could be out in the world, and you could just fucking run them down at a stranger's place in a fucking parking lot. You were encouraged to kill these motherfuckers, and I actually had a spotted lanternfly killing hammer in a holster, so when I was out around in the world, and people loved that you could kill these fuckers so much that I was in over to supermarket parking lot, and I seen one on somebody else's car, and just by reflex, I wasn't even thinking about, there you motherfucker, and I grabbed his hammer, and I bashed this fucking thing, and it put a big dent in the fucking guy's car, and he was coming out, and he goes, what the fuck are you doing to my car? I'm there, oh my God, I'm so sorry. There was a spotted lanternfly right on your fender. And he goes, did you kill it? I'm like, fuck yeah. He goes, high five, fly five. So we were allowed to kill them last year. This year they're back. And somehow they got these weird ninja suits of armor. You can't just fucking kill them. This year's spotted lanternfly is not fun for me to kill because you can't get him in one whack. I used to go around and go, I have like fucking 9 kills, and I do little ballet moves and all kinds of shit like that. Because now you can whack it, boom, and fucking hold it underwater with the fly swatter, and it comes up, and that fucker needs a mallet. So the joy, you can kill him, but it's like a 3-step process, man. You gotta like hit him with the fly swatter, drown him, and 2 whacks with the fucking mallet. So the point is, 2020 even sucks for the happy spotted lantern fly killer. Fuck me in a bucket of goo. Hope you're all doing good out there. Again, I know a lot of you peckerheads aren't there right now because it's nice out, and you'll catch me on the replay. That doesn't get you off the $3 hook for buying me a beer later on when you actually watch this fucking thing. So, oh, there you go. Now, shout out to my good friend Keith Moyer from the Keith Show. ZZO. I love him. I know him forever. We talk. We have a professional relationship, but we talk a lot. And then when I'm doing a bit and whatever, then we have a little chit chat in between. So he asked me just this past week, because he was hacking up while we're talking, and I said, see, you gotta drink more water. That's why you're hacking up. That's why I drink and fucking guzzle so much water. I'll really hack up. I'm gonna stay hydrated for this hour. And Keith, you fucker on the couch, when you see this, he said to me, he goes, with all that water you drink, don't you ever feel like you have to pee during the live stream? And I'm like, no, not until you fucking put it in my head. Now I'm worried that I'm gonna have to fucking pee tonight. I'm hydrating all fucking day long, and I'm now worried because somebody said, he said, are you gonna have to pee? Now I know I'm gonna have to fucking pee. So I'm gonna tell you what's happening here tonight. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but when that happens, I am taking a pee break. I am gonna fucking run out of this room. Sparkey is not trained to take over on command. I wish she could step in for him, but she can't. So when that happens, we are all taking a pee break, and it's streaming from my living room. History is being made tonight because it is the first ever live pee break during my show, and I also have a sponsor. Tonight's first ever live pee break is brought to you by the Keith Show over on ZZO. Thanks a lot, and then we'll all have a pee break, and we'll come back here and wrap this fucker up. And so, I am the grand pee master, by the way, so it's when I have to fucking go, that's your shot to go. And you don't have to go, but I'm actually going to leave this room, and you will see the curtain, pretty much, that's it, for the pee break. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I don't really have anything prepared after that. I'm using my cheater notes here. Oh, I know I'm hemming and hawing here. I'm bragging, and I don't know why, because it's making me nuts. This is my 138th day of being a vegetarian. So you're welcome. So there's a lot of reasons there. My wife's been a vegetarian forever. My daughter's been a vegetarian forever. I can go on spurts, but I've never done like a fucking 138-day run. So this is a fucking marathon, and really it's because meat costs more And so it's cheaper to actually be vegetarian than it is to run out and cook fucking meat. And says, here's the other problem I have that's going to keep me vegetarian a long time is that typically after a vegetarian tear, I either go to Indian buffet and get chicken tikka masala until I fucking explode, then I feel like shit for an entire week, or I go down to Shady Maple and I just eat like 500 pounds of meat at that buffet, and then I feel like shit for a week or two there. Neither of those things are happening anytime soon, and I refuse to fuck up this run of my vegetarian streak, my personal best, with like a fucking Slim Jim or a hot dog. Fuck that happy horse shit. So I'm going for the world record right now. I hate to think this will still be going around Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving is going to be like my first fucking test. So there you go. Shout out to all the vegetarians. And I feel good too. That's kind of bizarre too. Excepting for one thing, I feel good and I work out, I take care of myself ish. But I'm at the age where I can, and a lot of you peckerheads and be with me, is I can fuck my back up just by, and that happened today. My back right now, I fuck my back up, and so if you see me right now, I fuck my back up, and so if you see me picking up the water weird, I'm not doing physical comedy, I'm in actual physical pain. And we've all done it. I picked up a fucking spoon, and then I hurt my fucking back. And my wife, who was absolutely incredible, she wasn't even trying to mock me, she said, I told her how fuck. She says, what? I fucked my back up just picking up this spoon. And she said what we would normally say when people fuck their backs up by picking something up. She said, did you bend over or did you just go down and try to lift it with your legs? Normally, that would piss me off because it was a fucking spoon, but I actually did bend over and I didn't have the proper leaning ratio and too much weight was on the wrong leg. And so when I bent over, then if I would have taken another step, I wouldn't have fucked my back up, or if I would have did this system, I wouldn't have fucked my back up. So there you go. So my back is fucked up from picking up a fucking spoon. If that's happened to you, just put it in the chat and we'll swap stories like the old people do when they sit in the mall and go, I had an operation on my hip. And just put them fucking stories in there. And then because I'm a guy and I'm stupid, I thought a good thing to do for my back would be mow the fucking lawn. I wouldn't mow the fucking lawn on the day when my back felt good. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, but I went out and I thought I'll just do the thing and I'll do the ripcord, and if I don't hurt my back, and if I can start this fucker, I'll mow the fucking lawn. And wouldn't you believe that two-timing cocksucker of a lawnmower that never started today when it was 88 fucking degrees out there and my fucking back hurts. So now I'm out there mowing the fucking lawn and my back didn't hurt any more or less whether I mowed the lawn or didn't mow the fucking lawn. So here's what pissed me off about that. I did it to myself. I can no longer use the excuse that I fucked my back up to get out and mow the lawn. See if I can get closer to that pee break. Sparkey, that's right. Rocking the donations. That's right, PayPal. And Sparkey, that's a good point. Some people post, well, we don't have PayPal. Well, you know what? You fucking know somebody that has PayPal. That's scary. Sorry about that. So, whoever you know that has PayPal, give them some fucking money to give me from you. That's how you get around that fucking side system right there. It's summertime and it's nice out. I got a feeling that there's like fucking only one person. There's just one person in the chat over here. And I don't even know if they're still there. But you fuckers, I'll catch you back on the replay. So we'll do that. Cooking with gas here, heading towards the pee break. Jumping around here a teeny little bit. Fuck my back up. Oh, okay, here's a story. Like I say, my stories don't really have a point or an end to them, and I'm fishing to fill minutes here, make no mistake about that. And I remembered a fun story of it. Well, it was fun for me. Uh, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, whatever the fuck it is, who knows anymore, I was called to jury duty. Now, I was excited about it until the reality of actually having to fucking go there and be away from my home and my wife and my fun life that I have really sucked batshit ball. So I wanted to get out of it really fucking bad, and I really did it. So I took a purple crayon along in my pocket, and I filled out all those forms. And you're in a room like 100 people, and there's judges in there and cops and all kinds of fucking people, and the lawyers are in there trying to figure shit out. And I'm filling out my juror form, whatever the fuck it is, prior to jury selection with a giant purple crayon. And a judge walked by that I knew. The backstory here is that over the years I've done a lot of private parties for Pennsylvania State Police, undercover cops, all this. They do like retirement parties and all that shit, almost for nothing. You know, public service. So I knew a lot of people there that I didn't know that I fucking knew them, because I'm the one with the recognizable head. So the judge man stops, and he didn't even say he was a judge. Could have been a cop. I don't fucking know. He said, I know who you are. I know what you're doing. And it's not going to work. And I looked up, and we're trying to play dumb, holding my crayon. He goes, you are Raymond the Amish comic, and you're trying to get out of jury duty by filling out your application with a fucking crayon. And I'm telling you that it won't work. And I'll tell you why it won't work is because they're looking for diversity. I'm just checking for something over here. They're looking for diversity, so we never get stand-up comedians on jury duty. We just don't fucking get them. We get truck drivers and cab drivers, and we get school teachers and mailmen and all this shit. Stand-up comedian, none. So you are fucking going. You are absolutely going on jury duty. There's no possible way for you to get out of it. And then I thought there was some buzz going on. Okay, fuck me. If I'm stuck on jury duty, I want the good case. So we heard shit we weren't supposed to hear. And the shit that I heard was that there was one of the two cases was a murder case. And I wanted a fucking murder case. I thought, fuck me in a bucket of goo. I want to be all in. I'll be like in a fucking Alfred Hitchcock movie and all this and that. Happy horse shit. So I wound up getting a fucking DUI case. Boy, if that didn't fucking piss off the Pope. Now, to my way of thinking, I should never be the jury foreman. But they kind of knew who I was, and they wanted me to be jury foreman. I'm like, no fucking way. I don't want to do it. It's a shitty gig, and you fuckers are all going to pick on me, and that's going to suck batshit balls. So I wouldn't do it. And the case took 2 fucking days because somebody in the jury, and it wasn't me, was fucking batshit crazy. It was the Slang's lawyer. Didn't say he wasn't drunk. They didn't say he wasn't drunk. They admitted he was really fucking hammered. They said he wasn't fucking driving. That's what they fucking said. Now that's really fucked up on 19 different fucking levels. Because to my way of thinking, that would be in the police report while you were being arrested, and it wasn't in any of the reports. You'd be screaming, I'm drunk, but I wasn't fucking driving. So it wasn't in there. So this peckerhead's defense was that he was in the truck and he was fucking drunk, but his girlfriend was driving, and she got embarrassed when he smacked into a car, and she just fucking ran off and left the keys in the fucking truck. Completely not believable to me. Slam dunk. He fucking hammered. He fucking made it up. Let's fucking get on with this thing. So there was a dingbat in the fucking jury, and I said, why do you believe this man's story? She said, well, his girlfriend came in and said she was driving. Yeah, well, it seems like she was fucking lying, right? That's what it seems like. Well, she put her hand on the Bible and swore before God in the courtroom, and nobody would ever put their hands on the Bible and swear and tell a lie. Nobody would just, I'm like, oh, if that were true, then the police wouldn't need fucking guns. They could just walk around with the Bible in a fucking holster, and when they come up to a bad guy, did you murder that guy? No. Swear on the Bible. All right, I murdered him a little bit. What a motherfucking asshole. So it went on 2 fucking days. It went on too fucking long. Finally, we got her to swing, common sense, and finally, then when we were getting out of there, I couldn't believe it. The judge, that's where the judge was. He actually knew me, and I didn't know that he knew me. And then you could hear a pin drop because there was a lot of cases waiting to come in, and the murder people might have been waiting. I don't know. So we were walking out, and the judge said to us, nice judging, or nice, good job, jury. I fucked up what happened. He goes, excellent job, jurors. Thank you for your service. And I just looked up, and I just flew out on there. Great judge and judge. And the place fucking laughed, and I don't even know why that was funny, but I walked out of there, and there you go. Jury duty. He was drunk. He just wasn't driving. Perfectly believable. Is everything all right over there on Facebook? I see Richard Daves is watching. That's the only person. Do we have like one person watching? Maybe it's possible only one person is watching. Hello, Richard Daves, Georgia, right? Georgia? I don't know. All right, jury duty. Boom, roasted. What else do we got here? Oh, here you go. Everybody's excited that baseball's back, okay? Baseball started just in time for like the All-Star break, okay? So I'm excited that baseball's back too. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know if they thought things through completely all the way. There's always loose ends that they weren't worried about. And then it was like opening day, and somebody said, where are the Toronto Blue Jays going to play their games? And everybody went, fuck, that's Canada, right? We can't go to Canada. Correctamundo, we cannot go to Canada, and those Canucks cannot fucking come here. Get off my ass, Canuck is a funny word. They can't fucking come down here. So it's fucking opening day, and they didn't. That's when they figured it could be a problem traveling from one country to another. They didn't think of this until fucking opening day, all right? So that's what happened there. And then they were scrambling. Said if you're Toronto Blue Jays and you want a place to play in this country, first thing you do is ask Pittsburgh. And that's what they did. They asked Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh was like, are you out of your fucking mind? So here's the problem. See, when you ask Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh says, fuck you in a bucket of goo, you immediately lower a lot of other opportunities because anybody else that you talk to must live with the idea that Pittsburgh said, fuck you in a bucket of goo. So you eliminate a whole bunch of places just by virtue of that. So they wound up in Buffalo. I don't know how. And at this point, I really don't fucking care. I know they're doing a lot of things to try to make baseball as real as I'm trying to make this show. They have cardboard cutout audience people. I might have said this last week. I don't know. I can't fucking remember anything anymore. But I think what they were talking about doing was getting drones to fly around and throw cups of beer at the outfielders from the visiting team to make them kind of feel more at home. But I don't think they're going to go with that. But fucking baseball's back. Fuck me in a bucket of goo. They didn't go with my zooming baseball idea. So there you have that. Creeping up on the pee break. I know it. Oh boy, there's baseball. Let's see. Let's see if we got time for this. Boom, 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 boom. Blue Jays outfit. Fuck me in a bucket. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so back to the Keith show. This was his idea. Uh, Trying to fill some time here. He said to me, "Why don't I do some of the quizzes on this show that I did on that show?" So I have one ready. And since it's a yes or BS quiz, if you haven't played before, you phone in the radio station. If you get everything right or half of them, you win beer. We're not taking any callers. You're not winning any beer. It is the Amish yes or BS. I'll say an idea, then you put yes or BS like in the chat there. And because baseball just started up, I thought it would be fun to do a. I got the wrong fucking quiz. Wait a minute, I don't want that one. Wait right here. I thought it'd be fun to do one about football, but I got the wrong fucking one. Wait here. I'll put this over here. Where the fuck is that? There. Perhaps there's going to be an intermission before. Let's see here. Normally, people would be embarrassed if this happened, but not me. Fuck it. I've grown used to how I am. Let's see. Alright, fuck it. I can't find it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go with the one right here. Moyer's laughing. Okay, so fuck the football one. Amish yes or BS is the fall harvest Amish wedding season. It's wedding season for you peckerheads now. The Amish wait until the fall for their wedding season. So this is a Amish yes or BS for Amish wedding season, which is during the fall harvest. All right, number one. Places a young Amish couple would have an Amish wedding registry. Would be, this is not even a fucking yes or BS quiz. This is an A, B, C quiz. Now, what the fuck am I going to do now? I got to think. I got to wait. This should be where the pee break is. But this isn't really a yes or BS quiz, even though that's what I wrote on there. This is actually a multiple choice quiz where I say a thing, and then it's A, B, or C, but I ain't looking around for the right fucking quiz. So fuck that yes or BS. Here we're doing a multiple choice quiz. I had the subject right. Amish wedding season, all right? It's a multiple choice A, B, or C. So don't write yes or BS in the chat. You got to put, is it A, B, or C? And it's always C. So you should all get this right. Okay, number one. Places a young Amish couple would have an Amish wedding registry. Would it be A, Amish Amazon, a lesser known division of Amazon, where all the orders are by postcard and come within 1 to 2 business months, all right? Or is it B, bed, no bath and beyond, because, we got no indoor plumbing. Or C, Weaver's Hardware. How about that? All right, there we go. Number two, problems with the Amish wedding season here. The Amish do have their own version of the groom removing the garter belt from the bride's leg and tossing it into the crowd for the bachelors to see which one of them dumbasses gets married next. But is it A, that they don't slide up the leg for the garter belt, they just kind of take off her bonnet and walk it over to Yoder? Or B, it's completely forbidden even for the groom to go under the bride's dress. Or C, they just point at the Stoltzfus twins and say, one of you dumb sons of bitches are next. All right, put the answer in there. Here we go. Number three, there's a fairly excellent chance that I won't even watch the replay of this one my own self. Fuck me. Number three, the Amish don't wear wedding rings to show that they are married. The Amish show they're married by this. A, getting match triangles tattooed on their asses. B, the happy couple goes to the weekend sister swap, grabs a megaphone and announces, nobody can do us buggy style anymore. Drops megaphone and walks out of there. Or C, married Amishman has to wear a beard, but when he finds out his bride doesn't, he says to her, now, I can't say that. That's fucking terrible. Did I say that on the radio? That is terrible. And I'll tell you something's going to happen right now. It's the first ever official pee break on Raymond the Amish Comic, streaming live from my living room. It's Pee Break, brought to you by The Keith Show. Thank you, Keith Moyer. Here we go. It's Pee Break. Alexa, announce. Or not. Well, I'm back. That was the first ever Pee Break brought to you by The Keith Show. Thank you very much. Also, I think my wife was on her phone upstairs talking to her sister, so she's got some fucking explaining to do about me broadcasting from the indoor plumbing, but we'll let her figure that shit out. Okay, we take this note here, get rid of that. Every week I think that it's going to be my worst episode that I've ever done, and every week I feel like I'm right about it. Okay, so there we go. Oh, Keith's story, all right? I'm going back. Keith from ZZO, I love him. It's got to be 30 years that I know him. He has been such a supporter of my career. He used to come to my shows way back in the basement of the Radisson Hotel when it was the Comedy Den, when I was a lowly MC. I wasn't even getting fucking paid any money. And he took me party and drunk party. I don't even remember where the hell it was. And somehow they knew who I was, and I got some entrance applause there and all that shit. And this was a Friday night, and I had Saturday night show coming up, and I'm like, well, are you coming to the show? No, man, we're not old enough. You got to be 21 to get in. So I had these business cards that said Raymond the Amish Comic on them, and there was a cow, Moo Tour 91, whatever the fuck it was, and I passed these Raymond the Amish Comic cards out with cows on them, and I said, this Raymond the Amish Comic cow card will get you in to drink anywhere in Pennsylvania. It's recognized as a proper ID, proper drinking. You have to pay. The drinks aren't free. But so I'm passing these business cards out, and we're having a good laugh, and I thought that's a fun way to get my business card out. Until Saturday night, 15 of them fuckers were sitting in the front table because they brought the business cards to the doorman, and the fucking doorman was too fucking stupid to check their fucking IDs. They said, "Do you have ID?" No, we get this Raymond the Amish Comic Moo Tour 91 card, and they're like, fucking come on in. And then it's a miracle that we didn't go to jail, but technically I didn't do anything wrong. I just made a stupid joke to people that were apparently dumber than I am. So there you go. Keith Moyer story. Fucking boom roasted. Let's see what else we got here cooking. I hope there's not a second pee break coming up. Alright, here's a good one. Sparky's a little tired now. I can't whistle. But you know that sexy whistle that there is woo woo, whatever. Can anybody do that? Do it at home right now. Do the sexy whistle, right? I can't fucking whistle. So my wife taught Sparky how to do the sexy whistle, and she will still do it to this day, randomly, whenever the fuck she feels like it. Now I'm going back like mid '90s, right? Now I'm still trying to figure out how to make money and buy cars and shit. I am on the phone trying to get a car loan. I know that's hard to believe that I was on the phone. I'm on the phone trying to get a car loan and explaining to the guy that my job was Amish comic. I said, I'm Raymond, the Amish comic. And then Sparky did the sexy woo woo whistle. And the said, really don't know exactly anything about the Amish, but they sound story. And I got the car loan, so how about that? Fuck me in a bucket of goo. All right, let's see here. There's a story here, but the hell jobs that I used to have when I was making the transition, I don't want to tell it tonight. Fuck me in a bucket of goo. That's not going to happen. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, public service announcement. We're all losing our fucking minds. I said this before, I'm saying it again. Make sure you figure out a way to have some fun in your life. Do something fun. Paint. Don't just fucking, you can play games, watch TV and all that shit, but try to do something creative. Try to do something physical. Have some fun. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I burst into song all day long. This is way different than singing along with a song that you hear, which is a lot of fun to do too. But I deliver news in the form of song, and I even do it to myself. Like if it's trash night, I'm singing like a fucking tragedy. Tonight, it's garbage night, and I'd rather get real drunk. I got no shoes on, outside I smell a skunk, like a kind of fucking Les Miserables thing there. So I know some of you peckerheads are singers like I am. Sing along, have a whole day of just singing, not just along with songs. Sing the shit that's going on, all right? Boom, roasted. That's a public service announcement right there. And once again, amazing wife has this pitcher of water. I am so lucky to have my wife. Let me tell you something. She will not mock me. And believe me, she has a fucking 1,000 opportunities in a week to mock me. That's why I have Sparky mock me with the false voice. Sparky will go, "What a dickhead!" That's Sparky calling me a dickhead. My wife is too polite. Here's how polite my wife is. Now I'm all spaced out. One night, this is a couple of months ago, it's like 1:30 in the morning, and I went in the bathroom. She was already in bed, and then I forgot to turn the water off in the fucking bathroom sink. It was just running. It wasn't just something fucking stupid. Normally, somebody would mock the fuck out of you for doing something that stupid. But my darling sweetheart of a wife said, "Did you mean to leave the water on in the bathroom sink?" No, I did not. That's fucking amazing. But that's how we should be with people, man. Don't be a dick about everything, for crying out loud. I say that because I'm the dick all the time. All right, moving along here. Let's see. Clee's sister is out there. Clee is my shirt artist, and I hate that. Anytime I mention I feel compelled to mention that he is no longer with us. Again, that's a phrase I don't want to say. But Clee's sister's in the house, and I like to tell Clee stories because he helped fuck up my youth. And some Frank stories in there also. So here's one, completely out of season, but Clee and I used to go Christmas caroling. Just the two of us. Now, when two guys show up that are Christmas caroling, that's got fucking serial killer written all over it. It's just people are fucking trembling in their boots, and I kind of almost look like I do now, except younger me, and he had a hippie thing going on there. ultimately, we wanted to be able to sing the Eno song, Baby's on Fire, as a Christmas carol. I've sang that before where he lit his hair on fire. Baby's on fire, better throw her in the water. We wanted to sing that as a Christmas carol. Now, we knew we could not open with that, or they'd call the cops, and they were already afraid of us. So we fucked them up. We opened with Jerusalem, that we only knew from Emerson, Lake, and Palmer, and suddenly we seemed like two kind of Pennsylvania Dutch Mormons, the sweetest two young men on the planet, walking around. And did those feet in ancient times walk upon England's mountains green? And they fucking loved us. And then they would come and get cookies and money, and then we'd burst into fucking Babies on Fire. Babies on Fire. One night, the fucking cops came, but the people there didn't actually call the police. It's just that we were in a rich neighborhood, and we leaped over some bushes and set off a silent alarm that just called the police without all the fucking lights and flashing and shit going on. And then the police showed up, and we were having cookies and singing Babies on Fire. And apparently that wasn't against the law, but we had to go then, and I think that might have been the last year that we were doing any Christmas caroling. So there you go. Clee, Christmas caroling, way too early. I don't know what I'm going to do for my Christmas special now, but fuck me in a bucket of goo. I have my cheater notes, but I skipped a couple of things, so that's a weird fucking thing there too. Oh, another Clee story. Okay, going back, and again, this happened in the snow. Now this is a story for all of you people who are afraid of marijuana and believe it is a gateway drug. People smoke dope and then they'll go fucking nuts and chop up their parents. No, we were floating, as is most of my stories from those days happen. People that are floating think on a different level, and they're really nice and helpful. That's called a hippie. That's what the hippies did, try to make everything nice. So now, Clee and I were floating over the 2nd Street mountain. A lot of snow on the ground, and there was a pickup truck with two hunters that just seemed like they wanted to shoot us just for being hippies, when their truck was stuck in a 3.5 foot of snow on Horseshoe Turn, and them were spinning like a motherfucker. They were fucking spinning and spinning and spinning, and we had a little Volkswagen Squareback that went through any kind of fucking snow. And I said to Clee, I think we should help those goons push that truck out. And he said, I do too, even though there's a chance it could backfire on us and then fucking kill us. And then Clee said, I think it's kind of heavy though. I don't know if the 4 of us can push that fucker, this thing out. I said, I got it covered. So I gave him a little bit of instruction, and 3 of us, because one guy had to drive, pushed it out with fingertips. Let me tell you how the person floating's mind works. Those dumb sons of bitches were trying to push the truck stuck in the ditch up the fucking hill. Sorry, Sparky, it was a good story. I scared the fuck out of my cockatiel. Sorry about that. They were trying to push it up the fucking hill. It's too late to whisper now. I scared the fuck out of my bird. I feel bad about that. She'll come over and shit on me later on, and I have it coming. So it was my genius idea to turn the steering wheel of the truck that away so we could push the truck down the hill. I have to go apologize to my bird. Sparky, I didn't mean it. Streaming live, but I was all worked up, and I was also doing some bragging. There. Everything's fine. See, she's a little... What was that about? All right, that'll teach me a lesson to save a story like that until December, when it's actually proper. Now, let's see. Coming down the home stretch here, I want to talk about a whole bunch of things before I get out of Dodge here. I know I've been ranting about it too much, but the Wheel of Time books, there's 15 of them, got me through the pandemic. And I'm out of books. I'm completely out of them. I didn't want to start reading them. There's a real commitment to starting a 15 book series because I didn't want to go. I'm thinking it's going to take me like fucking 10 years to read these 15 books. So the hardest part is starting. I can't tell you how amazing these books are. They will fill your mind. They'll take you away from your woes. And the hardest part is starting. So I'm going to 15 books. I'm going to do you a favor here tonight. I'm going to start you on the first Wheel of Time book, The Eye of the World, Prologue, Dragon Mount. The palace still shook occasionally as the earth rumbled in memory, groaned as if it would deny what had happened. Bars of sunlight cast through rents in the walls made motes of dust and glitter as they hung in the air. Now I started you, all right? The other 15 books, fuck it, that's on you. Okay, I'm going to wrap things up early here because can't think of nothing else to tell you fuckers. And I mean that in a nice way. Please donate if you can. Buy me a beer, $3 a whack. And I'll tell you this. I don't usually have a beer when I'm out performing, but I thought, fuck it, I'm home now. And right now, I really need a fucking beer. And you can buy me a beer. And this beer did not sponsor this episode, so fuck them. I put tape over it and I wrote beer right on there, right? How about that? Hey, look. That's a billboard, ain't it? Check it out. Building barns can wear a man down. Fuck it. Let the Mennonites do it. That's a wrap for episode 18. Alexa, announce. Alexa, announce. Alexa, announce. Alexa, announce. All right, I will have to play the part of Alexa because my Alexa apparently has gone fucking batshit crazy. I was going to say, Alexa, announce. And then Alexa would say, what's the announcement? And then I would say, good night, everyone. And then Alexa would play a little twinkle, twinkle, little star. Good night, everyone. But that fucked me up. Fucking technology, you motherfucker. Probably needs an update. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe. Have fun. See you next week.